Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 1 of what's going to be a new Let's Try. So, according to Steam, hope you guys are doing well, by the way. According to Steam, we have like almost 4 hours in this game, but I never got past the very first part of the tutorial, so I must have had the game on while I was sleeping or something. This is going to be new for me. I don't know exactly what to expect, so might be new for you guys as well. This is a strategy RPG type, immersive sim, life sim type thing with combat and cultivation, Asian cultivation techniques and stuff like that. And it's very cool. It is an Asian/Eastern offering, and it's translated with a fan translation at the moment. Now, there was always rumor that this would be officially translated, but as it stands right now, we're just checking out the fan translation. So it's going to be a little choppy around the edges, and hopefully nothing too bad, that we can enjoy together and go on this journey together. So without further ado, guys, let's try episode 1 of The Scroll of Taiwu. The Scroll of Taiwu. Bong bong. So super excited about this one. It's very deep. It's very intricate. I know that as much. But we're going to see if we can make some sense of it, do the tutorial, and then from there proceed outwards. When you see text like this, which is Chinese, I guess, it will be translated. Sometimes not the greatest translations, but stuff like even unfolding a scroll, that's a translation. So it shouldn't be. The villagers of Taiwu are loyal to Taiwu. Even if they are thousands of miles away, they will obey Taiwu's orders. Whatever Taiwu is, or he or she, or whatever. Alright, game is still in development. It is still in development, which I should note as well. This is an early access build. It's been in EA for quite a long time, if I'm correct on that. Adventure acceleration, we turned that off for whatever reason. Backup amount of saves, turn on 5 of them. Backup interval 1, full screen. Okay, so combat prep, pause on cast again. I'm not sure. Turn pause on cast on. Oh, turn to automatically pause the game when you cast a break spell versus automatically pause the game when enemy casts a break spell. Interrupt Aegis, auto replenish. Automatically replenish the true key lost in battle. Auto combat is off. Combat speed 1, dual speed 1, display. Let's see, show simple tooltips, your distance, lethal blow. If certain conditions are met during the combat, there'll be an option to instantly kill your enemy by mutilating them. We would suggest players who cannot accommodate it, leave this option is off. We'll go on. Damage value, combat tutorial. Alright, then we have auto. Auto attack, I guess, is on. Auto move, really? Move towards the distance where the enemy can be attacked. Auto cast, everything except... Well, I don't know what this means. Automatically consume true key to enhance techniques when possible. Auto cast, break, quicken, Aegis. Auto actions, auto heal, detox, escape, auto team. Let's turn off to everything. I don't want anything auto. We're going to try it without doing auto. And then hotkeys we'll learn as we go. Back and forward. Get into that. Interrupt Aegis. There's a lot to it, guys. Stop footwork. Enables, disables auto combat. Pause continuous space. Yeah, we're gonna probably not play it very well, but it will be played. Most likely, God willing. Auto team. Automatically use teammates' orders. Can't see what half of them are. But anyway. Very good. Let's go to Taiwu tutorial. Complete chapter 8 of the Taiwu tutorial to access unfold the scroll or unroll the scroll, which will be the game proper like after the tutorials. We'll do number 1. One of them going into the deep valley, stepping on the horse's hooves and lanterns. Notes about move, transportation. We'll do this one again. On the occasion of lowing or seeing pseudo-death, this is the technique of a tortoise. Looking at it. Adoptive father, wait for me! Silly girl, do not quickly follow. You've been running around. Net will be delayed. Can ask the adoptive father good to wait. That's because adoptive father, you're moving so fast. That makes me seem slow in comparison. Hey, that's natural. Such as your father has such a light body in Kung Fu. How many people in the world can? And do not joke with your father. This Yan Shuan Valley is dangerous, and hidden powerful magic have to be cautious at all times. Follow up quickly. Coming. Father spoke to me by method of voice transmission. The voice is close at hand, but I think he is miles away. Yes, there's a sense of emptiness in Father's voice. He must be in the wilderness ahead. I'll go there now. Go ahead. Click the left mouse button to select the plot. Click the plot again to move. Each movement requires consumption time. You can view the remaining ones directly below the screen. Time. Hit next. Use the keyboard /WASD keys to move. Each move requires consumption of time. And it's directly below the screen. Alright, so let's give it a shot. I don't see where time is. Is that time? 20 out of 60. Month change. Deep Valley Canyon. The mountains on both sides are surrounded by water. The walls stand thousands of feet high and the rivers are rolling. The canyon is lush with plants and perhaps some hard to see are growing. Okay, I guess that's time right there. Actually, I don't know if that's time. Let's continue. My mouth is very dry, guys. I beg your pardon. You look around and do not see the figure of your adoptive father. This is strange. Adoptive father is not even in the middle of this wilderness. Ah. Adoptive father, where are you? After a long time, the adoptive father's voice finally came again. It took you a lot of effort to find the place where the adoptive father spoke to you earlier. The adoptive father is impatient and is long gone far away. You are such a rascal. You know the way well and you are good at lightning. I'm carrying a lot of luggage. How can I catch up? It's not your fault. Your father gave you the only horse to ride. If you hadn't abandoned the horse and carried your own burden and followed the horse around for grass, you would not have lagged so far behind your father. You say the horse that thin, me? I cannot bear to ride it, let it alone it carry luggage. Yes, you are too kind-hearted. Otherwise, your father would not have thought of bringing you to this valley. Now the sky may change, the horses also. You can ride it to finish the last journey. I think the horse is grateful for your kindness and will be very happy to do so. Okay, Shin'er understands. Adoptive father, do not heat up again and move forward without me. The horse still can't help but make you tired for a while. To catch up with the adoptive father, ask him to personally pluck grass for you to eat. What do you think? The thin horse nodded repeatedly, looking extra cheerful, riding the thin horse. Okay, we got a thin horse with a refreshing heart. A thin horse that has a long and square face, a mane on the head and tail, and sleeps while standing. But if it is not properly raised, it will easily become thin and weak. It's a mount, travel speed minus 40%, max inventory weight plus 100, owned 1. Alright. Click on the character portrait in the lower left to enter the character panel. Click on the item and will automatically equip the corresponding equipment bar. Simple enough. Come here, so we'll go through all this eventually, guys. There's a lot here. Go to inventory. Oh. Children's clothing. That should translate, yep. bright in color and have many shapes. They are decorated with colorful threads or painted with embroidered flowers, plants, and animals. No matter the high or low, they are all childlike. Charm minus 100. There's our thin horse. Go to equipment, actually. And equip. After equipping with a mount, the upper limit of load bearing is increased. Movement force returns to normal. Okay, so we equipped it right there. Movement speed still says 100%. It's during combat. Alright, very good. Then there's injuries, which there's neck, chest and back, chest and waist and abdomen, left arm, left leg, right leg. Stuff we can ingest, different poisons, phantom poison. And that'll all translate when we just hover over it for a little bit. So we'll get into all that in the future. Depression, red poison, vicious, and incarnation. Okay, so we equip the horse. And this is our character, Fuyu Jian, I guess. Oh no, is that the weapon we're using? A divine weapon? Wow. The long sword with a simple shape, neither gold nor iron, is named because the words Fu and Yu are engraved in seal script on both sides of the hilt of the sword. Interesting. Alt to view details. Control equipment comparison, that's all she's using. And you can have more weapons, trinkets, armor. But we have children's clothing. Alright, very nice. We'll get to the rest of those menus as time goes on. Now we can go to Deep Valley Wild. Riding the horse. Deep Valley Taoyuan. Peaches and plums on both sides of the shore. Falling flowers rush into the water, and occasionally fish jump out, scrambling to eat the petals. When people enter this area, they do not realize that all worries will disappear, but only the smell of fragrance of peach. 0.6 rather than 1, that's our travel speed. You leap onto the horse's back and pat the thin horse's neck. Horse, it's going to be hard on you. Keep going. You drive the horse forward, although the horse is thin but willing to work hard, running very quickly. Plus, at this time, the fog in the valley is getting thick. You are very childish, so you stand on the horse. For a moment, like flying on the clouds, the heart cannot say happy. Soon the peak turns, unexpectedly has run. The first thing I did was to get to my father's body. Adoptive father, ouch, the horse has gone wild, I can't control it anymore. Ha! I heard my father laugh and instantly flew up and pulled the reins of the thin horse. I don't see how he can force. The thin horse has been in the air and then landed safely back on the ground. You and the thin horse from the gallop and the sudden stop, but both did not suffer the slightest damage. Adoptive father, this hand of softness immediately makes you admire him. This is Wudang's Wuji power? 7 days ago my father casually said a few words to you and you know it? Ha ha ha, well. It's not in vain that my father took the trouble to bring you into the valley. 7 days ago my father casually said a few words to you and you know it? Ha 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 ha. Well, it's not in vain that my father took the trouble to bring you into the valley, the father said, happily carried you off the horse. Adoptive father often says, Shin Ear is the most talented martial art genius who has not been matched in the last 1,000 years. Adoptive father has always been right. Not bad. You have excellent qualifications, 1 in a million. However, jade is not cut, cannot be a tool. The next few decades, you in the valley to study hard. Do not waste this natural talent. Decades? Adoptive father, am I really spending all my time in this valley? Alas, Shinir, your enemy and your father's enemy has the ability to penetrate the heavens and the earth. Before you get the true transmission of your father and the Fuyu sword, you are no match for it. I'm afraid that if you step out of this valley and lose the shelter of this Yan Shuman Valley, you will immediately invite the disaster of killing yourself. You should remember this. I shall listen to you then. Well, I see this place deep into the heart of the valley, surrounded by beautiful mountains and water. We'll be here to set up a hut and live, do you think? Well, I also want to repair the frame swing. Oh, wait, is this him? Well, I also want to repair the frame swing, but also to repair a flower garden, but also, naturally, also to repair a practice room. Aw, the last one was not what's in your mind. It seems that the days after this will be spent in the deep valley. Market lanterns, riverboats, and shadow play, colorful lions. Alas, I'm afraid I'll never see them again. I, deep into the valley, say goodbye to the past. Tutorial 1 finished. So not bad. Pretty cool, shows us how to move around. Now we're going to tutorial 2. There's a bunch of tutorials. The second is to build a bamboo hut and make a clever mine to turn mountains into water. This is about industry and construction. We'll check it out. Cut the tree, toad of soil. Cut the tree, toad of soil. You busy for several days collecting a lot of green bamboo stacked on top of a clearing. Looking back to think has been most of the day not seeing the figure of the adoptive father. The adoptive father is very cunning, said to build a bamboo hut with me to live now, but often missing. Must be hiding behind my back where to sleep. Also, the adoptive father on the age also should not make him work. This bamboo hut will be my own to build it. Okay, let's see here. Click on the above town plot industry button, enters the industrial interface. Open up the industrial interface. Enter the industry map. Is it through here? Oh, industry right there. Oops, I almost forgot. Adoptive father previously instructed me. This place is not unusual. Want to build the bamboo hut, but also need to use this thing as the bamboo hut heart material. The color of this little iron plate is so cute. I don't know what it means. My adoptive father called it 7-element Nayin and said it could calm people's hearts and calm their spirits. Is it really so powerful? You thought about it for a while, but you couldn't figure it out, so you had to follow your adoptive father's instructions and put the 7-color iron plate under the foundation of the bamboo house. Everything is ready. Wait for me to quietly build the bamboo house so that I can give my adoptive father a surprise. Okay, 7-color iron plate. It's a core mat. The adoptive father ordered the iron plate buried under the bamboo hut. When repairing the bamboo hut, use this as the heart material. A bamboo hut can be built in the mountain stream. We'll see how to do that. Click industry. Click construction space button, enters the construction interface. Click the plus button, enters the builder list. Pretty self-explanatory. Click on the avatar of the person you need to be assigned to assign. And place the building in the industrial map. Alright, cool. So, wait a minute, all of that. Storehouse, ruins, weed pile, pile of rocks. Industry. In a place where rocks are everywhere, you can hear dense insects at night. The scale of the pile of rocks will not grow naturally or expand. Is this it? Building space? It's cut off a little bit for some reason. Named Zulu. Bamboo hut is built in the mountain stream. Manpower. We get her to do it. She's 13 years old. I don't see her construction skill anywhere. We'll learn it though as we go, guys. 120, I guess. Studies. Alright, manpower. When unlocked, the villager can be summoned by auto work. Wood making a 77. And then there. Bong bong. Nice. There's building in the game, clearly. Building construction requires consumption months. Click on the time area and conduct monthly replacement. Click down here on the time area. The completed industrial buildings will be reviewed last month in the prompts in the panel. Alright, so come down here. Do you want to proceed to next month? There's still unexpended energy, yes. Very good. Alright. This month nothing happened. Deep Valley notes, the month of High. In the month of Jian High, the willows fade and the valley is beautiful. The resources of gold and stone and fabric in some places have been restored to a certain extent. Everyone recovered from the external and internal injuries of their left and right legs. That's interesting. And down here we have Deep Valley of Zulu construction is complete. Nice. Notifications. Alright, so you split the bamboo, build a house frame, and then carry the clay to the house for reinforcement. Also, you don't know why. Also, do not know and busy for a long time, and when you raise your head again, a bamboo hut will have stood in front of you. That's it. Silly girl, how did you bury the 7 elements of Nain 3 inches off? It's okay. In case there are changes, you will live in the west room. Just when you were happily surveying the bamboo hut. Oh wait, just as you were happily surveying the bamboo hut built with your own hands, your father suddenly comes from behind you carrying a large pile of wood. You were about to go forward to your father to ask for credit, but only in the adoptive father's face to find a face full of sorrow. Yes, adoptive father. Your father is so displeased. It must be because Your father is so displeased. It must be because I buried the 7 elements of Nain 3 inches off. You are so disappointed, but you now have to follow your father's instructions and make your bed in a small room to the west of the bamboo hut. Make your bed and fall asleep. Cultivating the bamboo hut. Pointing the mountain and turning the water into a clever mind. 2 of them finished. Okay, so that's construction and such. Now we go to number 3. Which is collecting and manufacture. The 3rd one is to pick the sycamore tree and draw the eyebrows in the green mud and laugh. Interesting stuff so far. Creak, creak. You pushed open the door of your father's room to look for him, but you were surprised to see a wooden man standing inside the door. It seems to stretch its arms towards you, but soon stops moving. What is that? Top key is not enough to drive both arms. The left foot sink through more than the right foot and cause the shape change. Adoptive father murmured, then moved the wooden man to the corner and looked down and pondered to himself. Oh wow, you tell me to cut trees and carry earth all day long, but you are playing with puppets. Pretend to cry. Although you are pretending to cry, but once you think of the dozens of days is indeed their hard work to build the bamboo hut, cannot help but really be a little aggrieved to shed. Adoptive father heard your cry. This is from that wooden man. Back to consciousness, busy to go to your front, gently help you wipe up the mud and dirt on your face. Woo woo. Shinir, do not cry. This wooden man is not for fun. The adoptive father said, took out a tattered secret book. Look. The adoptive father said, this secret book is before entering the valley, the adoptive father's best friend gift. When the words are true, skillful work, wooden man, I can make it according to the law. In the future, there will be many wooden people in this valley to accompany Shinir to study and practice martial arts, so I'm not afraid of Shinir being lonely. Wow, it is created for me. Start to smile. Hey, silly girl crying and laughing, so shameless. This wooden man is not only beneficial to you, but also can be set up in various places in the valley. 1 can guard against wild animals, 2 can defend against foreign enemies. The father said while going back to the wood pile to pick around, looking for half a day, but only shaking his head and sighing, seems to be in a dilemma. You are smart and clever, can see that the father does not have the right material at hand. Don't disturb, adopt a father and leave quietly. Your father is so intent on making this wooden man that he can't... Your father is so intent on making this wooden man that he can't even care if there are available materials at hand. I remember this morning when I was collecting wild vegetables, I saw a dense forest north of the bamboo hut. There must be good wood. I'll go pick some for you, father. Some of it. Okay, so we go to a tab. Move the mouse to the plot to display the resource information of the plot. The higher the resource value, the more corresponding resources you can collect, and the higher the probability of obtaining precious resource items. And that's just by looking at these various squares all the way up there. After clicking on a certain plot, the path to reach the plot will be automatically generated. Clicking on the plot again will go directly along the path. Alright. Let's see here. There are here in the Deep Valley Frostland. There are many types of trees in the woodland. Not only trees, bamboo, shrubs, and other trees, but perhaps even more rare wood can be found here. Then there's Deep Valley Frostland. Well, this one has more resources than this one. But going there... Deep Valley Forest. The forest is vast and boundless with lush trees and lush grasses. Although there are many beasts entrenched in the depths and pythons appearing, there are often rare spiritual plants. So we'll come up here. Very good. The resource collection must be carried out in the current plot where the character is located. Click collection. The button selects the resource and category to be collected and will collect resources. Okay, so come down here. Collect. Spend time to collect various resources. The more abundant the resource is in a location, the more of them you'll be able to get, and the higher the chance of getting an item will be. We're looking for wood. Time required, one time unit. There we go. Gathering wood. Gathered a lot of wood, and what do we have here? Times 1, a Feng Feng Butong. Zhuangzi says the phoenix emerges from the South China Sea and flies in the North China Sea, and it will not stop without the sycamore tree. The sycamore tree is spiritual, knows the times and the orders. The phoenix occupies it. It is a relatively precious species among the trees. Although its trees are light but hard, it also follows the nature of the wood, and it still carries spiritual energy. It's worth 1,500, and its weight is 0.8. These paulownia trees are so beautiful. No wonder my father once said, a phoenix can't live without a paulownia tree. If I give these paulownia trees to my father, he'll be so happy that he will shout, "You're the best daughter in the world." Joyfully pick up the sycamore wood. Ouch! Just as you picked up the paulownia wood, a sudden sharp pain came from your palm. It was a sharp wooden thorn on the paulownia wood that poked your palm. Although you react quickly, the wound on your palm is not very large, but still a lot of blood is flowing. Little wood, don't be so angry. My father is very skillful. We'll make you more beautiful than now 10 times. You took out your handkerchief, simply bandaged the wound, then picked up the collected wood and happily turned back from the road, going back to the hut. 99 of Huanshin Yutong, the sycamore tree that pierced Huanshin's palm and stained with Huanshin's blood. Go and collect good wood. Do we have to collect more wood? Go and collect good wood. Alright, wood 72 out of 150. Alright, then come here, I guess. Oh, I have to give the wood I picked to adoptive father. No time to wander around. Oh, okay. Oh, it flit up. You run back to the bamboo hut with the wood. Far away, you can see the long, thin figure of your father standing outside the bamboo hut. Adoptive father, look, I picked up some nice wood for you. You call out to your father, but did not expect your father to not respond, and even the body did not move, even a little. You know there is something different and quickly ran to your father's body, only to see the top of his head rose a trace of white gas. Hands above each of the 12 snow-white wire, and the other end of the wire is connected to a wooden man sitting on the ground. Adoptive father, what happened? Shinir, don't panic. Your father, according to the method of the secret book, will put true power into this wooden man, and unexpectedly negligent suffered. This object actually caused true ki leaking out, so I can't move. You quickly make 12 9-inch long bamboo thorns. Stab me, Gui Gui, the following Shen Q, the above, the points of the Ren chakra. My father was panting and exhausted when he finished. Adoptive father, I will be going to make bamboo spines now. Throw down the wood that you carry and rush into the bamboo hut. In the warehouse of the bamboo hut, there's a woodworking box for making wood and leftover from repairing the bamboo hut, green bamboo pieces. Father-in-law, hold on, I'm going to make bamboo spikes to help you get out of danger. Click on the above town industry. Okay. Click on the corresponding industrial building to enter the industrial building interface. Click wood making, enter the manufacturing interface. Wood making down there, okay. So industry, click here, carpentry. It's not right, it's not translating that for some reason. Oh, manufacturing items requires the tool introduction as well as resources. Switch to the tools panel to the left storehouse column. Click on items woodworking box. Okay, fair enough. Come down here from the right. Switch to the lead panel on the right storehouse column. Click on the green bamboo slices. Add what you need to make resources can be passed. Plus, press the keys to adjust the quantity. And then click that button. Manufactured once, buttons for manufacturing. Okay, so I think we can do that. Here we have woodworking box. The small box carried by ordinary carpenters contains common wooden tools such as saws, wooden planers, ink buckets, rope drills, etc. So click that. And then we've got repair the remaining green bamboo pieces in the bamboo hut, green bamboo slices. Select the quantity, 1 out of 1, and craft it. Bong bong, and we crafted 12 green bamboo thorns made of green bamboo slices. 12 green bamboo thorns, the same thickness, the length of no two. You quickly sharpen the 12 green bamboo thorns and run out of the bamboo hut, only to see your father's forehead sweating. He's actually shaking. Hua Gai, Yutang, Tanzong, Zongting, Jukui. Flying to stab the green bamboo stab into all the points of Yi's Ren chakra. You followed your father's instructions and stabbed the bamboo thorns with your fingers. You quickly stabbed the 12 major points of the Ren chakra below the Xuan Gui and above the Shen Q. Just after the stabbing, you were forced back more than 10 feet by the yang and qi emanating from your father's body. Immediately after, the snow-white silk in your father's hand broke one by one. Your father exhaled a large mouthful of turbulent breath, followed by several steps backward, and finally got out of danger. At this moment, you were afraid and could not help but cry like rain and jumped into your father's arms. Whoa! Adoptive father! Good child, good child. Adoptive father gently help you wipe away your tears. Seems to be a bad day. How come my good girl was told to cry twice in a row? When you heard the kind voice of your father, your fear was gone and you were smiling again. Huh, It's all this secret book's fault. I will go and burn it. Shinir, wait. This matter is not the fault of the secret book. Adoptive father said, slowly turned around, facing the wooden man sitting on the ground, clasping his fist, and said aloud, Who is your divinity? Why did you take my true key? Secretly harm me? Building a bamboo cottage, green clay, painting eyebrows, also laughing. It's 3 finished. Okay. Interesting. Number 4. The 4th is to kill the turtle feet, and the weapon is sharp and magical. Note, okay, fighting. We're going to be fighting in this episode, or in this tutorial. If you tell a person about what you... Okay. Who are you? Why did you take my true key? Are you secretly harming me? Adoptive father asked the wooden man sitting on the ground. You see that the wooden man does not move, cannot help but worry for adoptive father. Adoptive father was addicted to secret books and just now suffered a key leak. Could it hurt his mind? Just when you have doubts, the wooden man sitting on the ground suddenly stood up and laughed. Ah! Exclaimed lightly. Haha, that's a bad move on my part. I didn't expect the little girl to come back so fast. The wooden man opened his mouth and said, his voice sounded like pieces of wood hitting each other, Guess who the old man really is? You look back at the wooden man and look at the adoptive father, almost think they are in a U. Look at the wooden man and look at the adoptive father, almost think that you are in a dream. Look at adoptive father. The yin is transformed into the void, the yang is transformed, the yin is transformed into the void, the yang is transformed into a god, the world is left alone, the feather transformed into immortality. Adoptive father slowly said. Every sentence the wooden man will giggle and seems to be quite proud of it. Only, the adoptive father paused, the tone of his voice suddenly changed. Only, although your moral virtue is deep, virtue cultivation is not to be complimented. Only afraid that the immortal has not yet become a ghost. The body is not shaped in things. Look at the golem. A good immortal has not become a ghost. The body is not shaped in things. The wooden man heard, also not angry, only raised the wooden claw to the jaws as stroking the beard. Look, adoptive father, isn't this an old monster living alive in this golem? What does the little girl know? The wooden man loudly rebuked, turning his head, and continued to say to his father, I have been living in this secret, and I've been living in this secret book for a long time, only hoping that someone will follow the method of the secret book to make a body that can return me to the world. Unfortunately, none of the heirs of the secret book has done so. None of the heirs of the secret book has become a weapon, but you, the little blacksmith, have realized the mystery of it. If I hadn't been so eager to return to the gods, I would have wanted to waste you. How about this? You quickly transfer your true key to me so that I can rebuild my spirit. I will let this little girl live. Pooh, you old monster must be kidding. Why don't you beg my adoptive father to let you live? You angrily scolded, but the words have not fallen. Your father has fallen down. You were shocked and went to help your father to sit up on the ground. The wooden man saw the situation, standing with his hands laughing. I didn't realize adoptive father's injury was so heavy. No wonder the old monster has nothing to fear. Little girl, do not block the way. Quickly kowtow 3 times to the old man. Call the old man 3 times. Shu Xiangong. This escape is a go. You're an old demon. You still have the face to call yourself Shu Xiangong. Without my father's help, I will beat you back to your original form. Bong bong. So we got some combat. Oh. Shinir, don't make a sound. You're about to go forward to fight with Shu Xiangong when your father suddenly speaks to you by the method of voice transmission into the secret. This is Shu Xiangong is strange and unpredictable. You need to deal with it calmly. When your father made this wooden man, the legs of the wooden man still have major defects. You should wait for the opportunity to attack this lower plate with open and closed sword technique. You listened to your father's instructions without moving a muscle and immediately understood. Thinking about how to defeat the enemy. The old demon does not have a weapon in his hand. The old demon does not have a weapon in his hand. I hold the long sword. Should attack the short with the long. Keep a distance from him and wait for an opportunity to attack his feet. Adjust your steps and get closer to Shu. During the battle, you can move by pressing left and right. By pressing the right mouse button, the mouse is on the left side of the character and the character will move to the left. If on the right side, the character will move to the right. You can also use A and D, it looks like. Yep, same idea. I'm only a few feet away from it. I should probe and test its strength. Attack. I don't know why we're moving so slowly. It takes consumption to perform the destruction technique. Mode insufficient number will not be able to activate this technique. I click that, okay. Click the left mouse button or use the keyboard. The key performs a normal attack, and each normal attack needs to consume the corresponding offensive below the character's sword icon. So you click that and then click in here. As the attacker's hit value below the guard resolved value, the trigger will trigger the Guardian Resolve. Trigger Resolve after that, the attacking side will not be able to obtain it. Mode, the defender will not suffer any harm. Okay, that's weird. I don't know what's... Bong bong. You attacked 3 swords in a row, but unexpectedly they were all defeated by Shu, Shi, and Gong one by one. Oh no, my 2 teasing and 1 thrusting were all defeated, so open and close sword technique can't be used. What can I do? I'm defeated, so... Oh, okay. What can I do? Although the little girl's power is shallow, the sword is very powerful. But, although the old man now this body to move a lot of inconvenience, but the old man's eyesight, your tiny little moves and help are help for what use? Huh, you old monster, don't be so arrogant. Taste my sword again. You let out a clear voice, hold the sword, and then stab. Shu, Shi, and Gong left hand makes a wave, your sword tip diagonally turns and stabbed in the empty space. Mantis blocking the car. The right hand become a claw and come to take the pulse door on your wrist. Not good. Bow your waist and cross your sword. Slash its right elbow. When there is no time to lose, your father's suddenly voice said, you do not have time to think carefully. Immediately use the sword as a knife to slash across. The timing and orientation of this slash is just right, the best. Shu, Shi, and Gong is really scared of the timing and orientation and scared of the closed his hand. The opportunity cannot be lost. Look at the legs. 3 consecutive sword slashes. First time I saw you, I was very happy. You old monster, my sword is coming again. Okay. You slash 3 more swords to Shu, Shi, and Gong's legs. Indeed, each sword must hit, but Shu, Shi, and Gong is not willing to give in easily. Desperately, your sword moves to fight down. The old demon is really difficult to deal with. Oh, the old demon is really difficult to deal with, although my stance into, but it only feels this kind of strength. But it's difficult to break his stance. Cannot hurt him a bit. How can this be? Go way over there. Each weapon has its own parry value corresponding to the character's battle. Parry points. When subject to normal attacks, it will trigger parry every time parry. The corresponding points will be deducted and the parry points will be reduced to 0. Only then will you be hurt. It has been done once, parry. After that, the parry cooling will be performed. When parry's cooling is completed, parry points will return to the initial state. Successful parry. After that, the attacking side can still obtain a mode. The guard will not be harmed. If you can't break the move, you should use your sword to turn into a sword. Use the Sunn blade technique. My father said it in a loud voice, but this time it wasn't a voice into the secret. Shu Xiangong was shocked by the words. His left foot stumbled, his legs were broken. Not bad. Destroy the enemy, your break skills. Or not bad. Destroy the enemy, your break skills, and don't be scared by enemies deflect. It's too late, it's too fast. A set of knife skills leap out of you. Zanao knife method, posture low, specializing in cutting legs and feet. Legend has it that Nuwa broke the owl to establish the 4 poles. The name of this sword technique is Zan Ao, meaning that the blade can cut off the pillar holding the 4 poles of Xuanwang. The strength is extraordinary. Use Ao slaying blade. How do we use this? When destroying the exercise mode, only when enough, it can be displayed. Okay, it appears there. Click the icon of the destroy technique to perform the destroy technique. Requires accumulating energy before it can be finally performed. Alright, and what about this parrying? Can't capture opponents. Pause. Knife method. It's charging up. Oh, bomb. Ooh. I don't know what that parry was about, though. I'm going to learn that. Equipment. 350 XP, 20 prestige. Oh, demon, you've lost. You swing your sword and slash. A set of Zanao blade technique has not yet finished. Shu Xiangong has already been wounded in the chest. Both feet are broken. A strange cry. He fell to the ground. You know full well that the sword is chopping a wooden man, but still can't help but feel compassion. That last sword can't go on. Is that hurting? Huh, you deserve that. Let's see how adoptive father will punish you. The wood naturally won't hurt. The little girl somehow. This time is the old man gullible. Little girl's sword is certainly sharp. Little blacksmith is even more strained. Hey, I'm impressed. I'm so proud of you. What little blacksmith? Are you teasing my adoptive father? Sunnnn, no need to talk to him too much. Yes, adoptive father, but this old monster seems to be non-human, nor like an item. How would you deal with it? How to dispose of it? What a joke. What can you mortals do to me? I am a divine incarnation, the body of the body, even if destroyed. In less than 3 days, it will be able to reunite the spirit of God and get revenge. Shu Xiangong said while grabbing the paulownia wood you threw on the ground, continuously putting together on the wounds and broken limbs of the wooden man. The old demon is blowing smoke. Hey, that's the Wutong wood I picked up from my father. How can you take it without asking? Sunnnn, you come to your father's side and let Shu Xiangong do as he pleases. We really have no good strategy to drive Shu Xiangong out. But wait until 2 days later, my power will regain. Shu Xiangong again will want to assassinate my father and daughter, but also will not be so easy. My father said coldly. Shu Xiangong do not hear. Still's repairing his body. Go back to adoptive father. You return to the adoptive father. The adoptive father will look you up and down and ask, Sunnnn, that Shu Xiangong's hand, how can that wood is stained with blood? Where are you injured? You smiled cheekily at the words and stood on tiptoes to turn your little feet around. Don't worry, adoptive father. The blood is left when I cut the wood and stabbed by the branch. So that's how it is. Really is the will of God. Adoptive father nodded meaningfully, then reluctantly stood up, then slowly walked to Shu Xiangong, straightened his clothes, and said to Shu Xiangong, These few tricks to you pretend to be wrong, or let me help you. The adoptive father said this. You and Shu Xiangong cannot help but cry out in surprise. Chopping owl foot, weapon sharp method strange to swing the devil and demon, its fore end. So we get into that more next time, guys. I think we're going to save here. Note the cycles of life. The 5th is the fortune of the heavens, and people will never grow old without resting. See how long we've been playing. 49 minutes, perfect. So we'll wrap it up here and do the rest of the tutorial presumably next time. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Very cool game. We're going to get pretty deep into it and see how it goes. I've been wanting to play this forever. Yes, I've been wanting to play forever, so we're going to try it out. It's in early access, but there's so much content already that it's basically a final build, really. And then this auto thing, we might want to just enable them all. Auto actions, heal, detox, escape. I don't know. Maybe we don't, though. Maybe we don't. We'll do that all ourselves. Auto attack, even. Yeah, I'd rather do it ourselves. But anyway, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it, as it helps the video a lot. Also, if you want to be a huge help, guys, you can become a member. Info is in the description, and links are there as well of this video. Because of you guys, I'm able to buy games like this and afford an indie game or two each month, thanks to my members. So love you guys for that. Very grateful. And I hope to see you all next time. Come on back. We'll keep playing the English mod, and it should be very, very good. But it doesn't like to end for some reason. But roll up the scroll. Unroll the scroll. So anyway, I'll alt F for it. Till next time, be well, live well, stay well, and much love, peace, and joy, guys. Don't go anywhere. I reckon we're gonna have much more fun with the game. So until next time, I'll see you then. Ciao for now.